Well, hello, good morning. Today is the 5th of November, and I'm standing just outside Singapore Plaza. We're going to begin our morning walk. You can see over there the people who are the daily wage workers. In the corner, you can see one guy trying to sell some powder that brings or that removes rust. Okay. Well, I hope you've had a good night's sleep. This is the day after Diwali, the morning right after Diwali. And we are going to walk into some internal roads. So it might be a slightly long, I hope not too long, but let's see how it all turns out. So we've been on this street before, of course. All the cake shops. Shanti Nagar, and this is where we begin our today's journey. So we are just going to walk in the internal roads today. So let's go. The remains of Diwali. You can see how the street is entirely covered with crackers that were burnt and burst last night. Rusty bombs. And this will all be cleaned soon. Since this is an internal road, I guess the BMC guys have not reached here yet. Shanti Nagar, the peaceful, ladies and gentlemen. 4-storied buildings, various trees and plants on both sides of the road. I can hear the birds chirping. And how can we miss the omnipresent idli? Yeah. The idli guys are consistent every morning. That's Khadim, if you can see. Cool wind. This place needs a little cleaning. full grown trees. So they've been here for some time, these trees. It's an old locality of Mira Road. Some crazy Diwali party must have happened here. So yesterday we were here also. We walked in the area. But yesterday we went in the crowded market. Today we will not be going to a crowded market. In fact, we're in the same location, but since it's morning, it's going to be empty. And what we're going to do is, from this Jain temple, we are going to take a left, and that's where the vegetable market is for this area. And then we're going to go zigzag into that entire block. You want to buy mobile phones? That's one of the big shops. Something like the top 10. Today is also celebrated as Govardhan Puja. This is the famous Jain temple. Of Mira Road. And here we go. Shanti Nagar. Continue. Vegetable guys. Eucalyptus leaves. I love eucalyptus. The park is closed. That's because it's already 9:30 maybe. Perhaps we will come here in the Shanti Nagar market someday in the evening, and you will see the crowd. Now it's pristine, beautiful sunlight, quiet, no traffic, not many people. The merchants are only setting up their stalls and shops. It's waking up time, time to start the day. Someone made a big welcome rangoli on the street. Nice. Look at it. Look at all the greens. Such a beautiful sight. And that's your idli guy. Another place, another idli guy, equally popular. Let's keep moving towards phase 3 generally. That's Cosmopolitan School. I'm sorry I didn't get a good shot of it. That's Cosmopolitan. It's a very middle class school, quite average, but hey, you know, that doesn't matter so much really. If the student is good and if the parents and teachers train the children well, doesn't matter if you went to a very expensive school or not so expensive one. So, as we said, we are going to take a zigzag route, so we are going to dive into the next alley now. And such a good opportunity that presented itself. Oh, this guy is sleeping in an auto. I wonder what the story may be. And he looks like some kind of a normal guy. He just put a shirt over his face and is sleeping. Well, I hope things will be good with him. Dear God. And here is a Gurudwara, the door of the master, of the teacher, Gurudwara. And this is really a temple of the Punjabis. Beautiful. Notice it's also made by white marble. Probably had some kind of celebrations here last night. This is the month of Kartik. It's considered to be a holy month in India. So various sections of society celebrate it in many different ways. Many of the big festivals are during this month. Here on the left you can see it's called the Jain Upashrae. I cannot get you the exact meaning of it, but number one, it is Jain, managed by the Jains, the Jain community, and I think the monks live here, the Jain monks who travel, and I've seen them travel only by walking. And over there, there's a famous Sri Sarveswar Shanti Hindu Mandir. We probably could go there for a walk one day. Oh, little boy standing right in the middle of the road. That's because there's a toilet here and you can see all the gypsies all around, quite obviously. And like we said yesterday, the importance of these buildings is toilets, because it helps keep the area clean. Beautiful garden there, which is closed right now. A view of the temple, Sarveswar Shiv temple. The gym is open, people are back in their workout clothes in the morning, working it out. And that's again the Jain temple with the building. There you can see a Jain person in his entire costume going to the temple, performing purification rites, etc., etc. We will talk more about the various... India is a melting pot, and even Mira Road, you can see, has so many different communities. They all have their spiritual practices, rites, rituals, beliefs. And many a times there are overlapping, and sometimes they just completely opposite each other. And yet, we all live here in the same area. We use the same public transport. We all live by the same law. Everyone has a voice here in India. No one is left out. You're allowed to follow any religion, no religion. In some ways, I do not know if I can say it with any authority, but it's a feeling that I'm just expressing, that India probably is the greatest democracy, the best example of a democracy at present in the whole world. Of course, I cannot say, because I do not know how diverse America is, the United States of America. But I know there's huge diversity in India, and some radically opposing ideas to people. And everyone is living together. So let's go more internal roads. probably the last one. And then we prepare our journey back. So this is the area behind phase 3, Poonam Nagar. And I just want you to notice here the street has already been cleaned. Check it out. All the firecrackers have been put into bunches on the side by the amazing BMC. I'm just, fascinated, and because a lot of the time, all our life, we think that the municipality doesn't work. And the small daily things that it does, for me, it's most evident by them cleaning the streets. By the way, this is Joshi Hospital, now managed by Bhaktivedanta. So here, this is Harshad Bhai, Poonam Chand Doshi Udyan. And this garden is open. So good. Sai temple. You can see the conglomerate of all the gods in the temple. Gods, gurus. My opinion about sacred places like temples, dargahs, churches, Gurudwaras, they are places that inspire us to be clean, physically clean, mentally clean, and I think these places represent order, some kind of order in human behavior and society. Because every religion has some code of conduct, some rules of behavior. And unless humans do not agree on a given set of random rules, there's bound to be chaos, because every individual would like to act as he pleases, like the modern liberal and humanists and individualists. Poonam complex. So, I think democracy could not have existed in early societies. Religion probably was the best hack, the best idea. Because religion said that, hey, these are some rules that we need to follow. These rules do not come from any one of us. none of us, which is human beings. These rules have been given by the Almighty God who sits above us in the sky. And so we all better follow those rules. Rules such as you cannot steal, you cannot murder, basic morality, rules about exchange of money, trading, rules about clothing, about hairstyle. And these basic rules is what created early human communities, tribes, languages. Just imagine if there's a fight between people saying, how should we write the letter A and letter B and letter C? Every individual can choose a different symbol and say, this symbol represents the sound of A or A. And if consistently everybody did it, there would be no consensus. And if there would be no consensus, there would be anarchy. And we wouldn't have formed language. So human beings, the individualist, humanist, and the liberal approach may be good for now, for the time being. But these ideas, these concepts probably don't work across time. At some point, all individuals in a given group would have had to accept how to write A and then just live with it. So probably, this is again hypothesis, it was implemented either by the state or in earlier times the kings or the priesthood or the shamans. The world cannot exist without cooperation. If human beings, everyone says, I just care about what I want, what I feel, and I do whatever I want to do, how I want to do, is really a recipe for disaster, and more so for the individual who sticks to just me, I, me, myself. Because these individuals will not be able to participate in a meaningful way with society, with other human beings. I'm going on a tangent, I'm blabbering things out, but my point was that unity, coming together and agreeing to common ideas, or agreeing as a group of humans to something, to some rules, to some decisions, is key to our progress. Individualism, if practiced in its extreme form, cannot help in the progress of humans. That is individualism with radical liberalism. Because then you're always saying, I will do what I want, I will do what I think. And you know, a person who does that for a long time will surely end up destroyed. And that is the nature, that is the truth about human beings. We need each other's help. Otherwise, we cannot make progress. We cannot experience the world well enough if we get too individualistic and too liberal. For example, let us say there's this guy who says, hey, you all walk on the left side of the road, or you all drive on the left side. I am an individual, I am free, I'm sovereign, and I'm going to go from the right side of the road. This individual, although he has the right, complete right to do what he wants, will be causing trouble to everybody else, and more so for himself. And it is wiser, therefore, for him to follow the convention that here everybody rides on the left side of the road, and if he also uses that rule, it will be much easier and smoother for him. So, my point is, or my belief is, one can have their own point of view at a personal level, but when they are functioning in society, in a larger society, the individual must follow the given conventions. And again, any of these concepts cannot be practiced in its extreme version. This is a temple, this is a Shiva temple, holy place. You can, so many holy places here, holy cows. And then that individual concept can also be taken up to a higher level. A big group of individuals forms a tribe, a religious group, a sect, a cult. And then these individual religions or groups, big groups, need to also start following rules that can be applied in a common way to all of these big religious groups. And the moment any one group tries to be too individualistic and liberal, same thing happens. It opens up the road for more chaos. So I'm in complete favor of the individual's personal freedoms as to what language they want to talk and what religion or whatever they want to do, whatever they want to eat, how they want to conduct themselves. But it is wise to accept the wisdom which has already been discovered. What is convention? Okay, so yeah, I went into some stuff which I probably shouldn't have, or I don't know, whatever. I was just expressing some thoughts. And yes, I didn't probably formulate my thoughts in the best possible way, but there we go. I always feel that there is one of the best ways to function is to find a moderate pathway for most purposes, and then individually well, you can do what an individual wants in their personal space, in their personal lives. That's totally fine. We are back in the famous Singapore Plaza Circle. Rasas. I'm pretty happy with our morning walk. I love my walks, as you know. Okay, well, I wish you well, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Today's video has been long. No problem. I hope you can enjoy it. Hope you have a fantastic, successful, focused, calm day. God bless.